Hey guys, so today I'm actually just going to send a message to you all about the channel again, kind of explaining again what it is that we do here, what it is that we're trying to do. Ultimately, we're just trying to have fun and inform you, and I wanted to share with you all our mantra here. And there are a lot of people who are beginning to get into knives. There are people who are seeing the information out there on knives on social media or whatever, and it seems a bit much. Like it's a little overwhelming. I remember when I first started out in knives, I had no money. I was a teenager, and this was the time of the cheap Rambo knockoffs. And I would get the magazines and the knife magazines and things like that or whatever. And it seemed like I never had anyone who was a contemporary, no one who I could talk to about having knives or whatever. My friends weren't into that. They were into, bikes and video games and stuff like that or whatever. As time went on, through trial and error, and unfortunately through sadness, my collection kind of built up. Somebody would pass away, and then the call would go out, and they would say, well, he likes knives, so let's call him to get the knives so they don't wind up in the hands of a teenager or a young kid in the family or someone who wouldn't really respect or know what was going on with the knife. So in that spirit, I'm kind of holding the door open for people who want to ease in, who want to tiptoe in. They don't want a wag of the finger, or they don't want judgment. There is this thing amongst people who are committed to their brand that's sort of like, look, if you don't like Ford, then, if you're a Chevy man, then, this and that, and you got Ford versus Chevy, and you see those guys, and then you got, even in gun world, you got Glock people who, swear to Glock, and they talk crap about Sig Sauer guys, and Coke guys hate Pepsi guys. Like, that's not what's going on here. I don't have a particular brand that I'm locked onto, and I don't want any other brand. That's not what's going on here. What's going on here is information and advice. I don't want you to have to make some of the same mistakes and spend some of the kinds of money or go through some of the kinds of trials and errors unwarrantedly. I want you guys to have fun and kind of dip into what fits you. That's why you'll hear me sometimes say I prefer full tang versus a rat tail knife, and then I'll go into the explanation of what that is. I want you all to understand that you don't have to, if you're following me, we're walk through a puddle like I just did to get your boots wet to get the lesson. That's not it. If you see me walk in a puddle, of course you don't need to do that. You can walk around that puddle. You've learned, from seeing me. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, if you understand what I'm saying. So this video is kind of like culture tailored to that. There is no, there is no way. There are warnings, and there's a company or a few companies, but one company in particular, I won't say the name of the company, but it rhymes with lost, that I will never buy a knife from them again. And the issue is more of a issue of safety, more than an issue of personal taste, because this company actually, I believe, makes dangerous knives. I purchased a lot of knives from them when I first started out, and every one of them turned out to be a piece of crap, and I wouldn't want you to even waste your time or money on it. So those kinds of things I can do unequivocally, just tell you straight up. But for the most part, there are a lot of great knife manufacturers out there. They make great knives. They put out great product, and this is me and you holding hands, walking into the search for those things, especially with you being a newcomer and a beginner. If you're a hunter, if you're a camper, and you're starting out, if you know someone who's kind of giving you the business about this knife or that knife, they might be giving you great advice, but I'll tell you, listen to that advice, but also go out on your own a little bit and cautiously find what fits you. And it's not a chore. It's actually a labor of love. You'll find that you've learned more, and that you kind of absorb more in that. So this is what we're going to do here. I don't ever want you all to shy away from the fun and the art and the beauty of knives. Having a tool in your hand that can solve your problem like that, and then in some cases, a self-defense knife, in some cases, possibly even to save your life in a survival situation. So, make sure if you like what we're doing, message me, let me know. Make sure you click and subscribe below if you like this. I filled this video with glamour shots of some of the collection and some of the things that I have, and some of them I haven't seen in a while. I forgot how cool some of them are, and then like real life, I forgot how weird some of the stuff is too. It's crazy. But yeah, guys, don't forget. I appreciate you so much. Thanks a lot. Cut away, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.